I'm Kate. I'm your student nurse for today. Let me just wash my hands before we start. And so, are you Jane Doe?
Yes.
Can you confirm your date of birth and your name for me?
January 1st, 2000, and my name is Jane Doe.
Perfect. Can I just check your hospital ID band? Great, it matches. So I hear you've been in the hospital for quite some time.
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
And was it because I see it's because of a pneumonia?
And I also have diabetes.
Okay, so since you've been in the hospital for so long, the doctor has asked that we do a musculoskeletal assessment of you, just to make sure that your joints and your muscles still have good range of motion and that nothing has deteriorated from having all this bed rest from your pneumonia. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So a musculoskeletal assessment is where we look at your joints and we also look at your muscles. Do you have any history of any problems with your joints at all?
No.
No? Anyone in your family?
No.
No? And have you had any pain in your joints recently or your muscles?
No.
Great. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of start up at your head and then move all the way down to your toes. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
So the first thing that I want to check is this joint here called the temporomandibular joint. So I'm going to put my hands, if that's okay, on the joint. And then I just want you to open your mouth, stick out your jaw. Good. Close your mouth. Any pain or any clicking? Yeah, I don't feel any clicking, so that's good. If you can, I just want to palpate your cervical spine. Good. So when I'm palpating her cervical spine, I also want to make sure that there's no warmth, that there's no tenderness, that there's no swelling. I'm also looking at her skin integrity as well, since she has been, you have had a lot of bed rest, so I just want to make sure that you're not at risk for any pressure ulcers. So if you have any pain when I'm palpating, let me know as well.
Okay.
But that looks good. So now I want to test the range of motion of your neck. So can you look to your left? Good. And look to your right. Good. And look all the way up. Good. Look all the way down. Good. Any pain or stiffness?
No.
Good. So now I'm going to test your shoulders. So I'm going to palpate your shoulders first. Let me know if there's any tenderness.
No, all good.
Good. Now we're going to check the range of motion. So can you stick your hands all the way up? Good. And stick them all the way back. Good. Can you cross them behind your back?
Woo, yeah.
Good. So now I'm just going to test the strength of your shoulders. So can you push up against my shoulders? My hands? There you go. Perfect. All right. So now, if you don't mind, I'm going to palpate your elbow. Good. If you don't mind rolling up your sleeve. Good. Good. And then your other arm. Perfect. And then can you go like this? Good. And put it back down. And then can you turn? Perfect. And then back like this. And then can you hold your arms like this? And I'm just going to pull. Can you pull against my hand? Good. And can you push against my hand? Good. Same with this one. Good. Excellent. All right. So now I want to look at your feet. Do you mind if we remove your socks?
Yeah, sure.
Good. So when I'm looking at her feet, I know she has diabetes, so I want to make sure that there's no signs of cyanosis. So I'm looking at her nails, and they look good, and there's no bluish color to her skin tone, which is excellent. So now I'm going to palpate your ankle joint and the joints in your feet. There's lots of bones in your feet, so we want to make sure we get all of them. Sorry, are you tickling? Sorry about that. Excellent. Okay, and can you point your toes inwards?
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then outwards. Excellent. Put your feet together. And can you push against my hand? Good. Can you push against this hand? Good. And can you pull? Good. And pull. Perfect. So next, I'm going to ask that you lie down, if that's okay. We're going to look at your hip.
Okay.
We'll get you a pillow so you're comfortable.
Oh, okay.
There you go. And then lie down. Put your feet out straight. Perfect. So I'm just going to feel your hip, okay? Good. Good. And with your right leg, can you put it all the way out to the side? Good. And bring it in. And do the same thing with your other leg. Good. And bring it in. And can you lift this leg up? Good. Wow. Excellent. And can you lift this leg up? Great. All right. And then can you bend this leg? Yep. And so then we're just going to rotate it in. Any pain at all?
No.
No? We're going to rotate it out. Any pain?
No.
Good. You can put that knee down. And then we're going to do the same for this one. Bend this knee. And we're going to rotate it out. We're going to rotate it in. Excellent.
Okay.
And you can put that down. And then if I could ask you to sit up, if that's okay?
Yeah.
With your knees over the bed.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Can you extend your knee? This leg? Yep, perfect. Great. And extend this knee. Perfect. Great. And so now, if it's okay, can we see if you can stand up all right?
Okay.
All right. Great. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking at her spine. If you can, do you think you can touch your toes?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at her spine. I'm making sure that it's straight. We're just going to palpate it, make sure it's all straight, which it is. It's got a nice C shape to it. Great. And you can stand back up. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking at from the side the shape of her spine to make sure that it's first convex and then it's concave, which it is. So perfect. You can sit back down. You can sit there. So that basically completes the musculoskeletal assessment. Everything looks great. You've got good range of motion. You've got good strength. Your skin isn't moist, which is good because it doesn't put you at risk for bed sores. And since you do have good range of motion, getting up and moving, I'm sure your nurses have told you to get up and walk from time to time and move, which is good. And I also didn't feel any major bony prominences, so that also is good for making sure that we don't develop any nasty bed sores. If I can just look at your hands, I know that you had a pneumonia, so I just want to make sure that you're getting enough oxygen. Those look good, nails look good. Excellent. And then the last thing I think I'll do is I'll just listen to your lungs because I know you had a pneumonia, so even though that's not part of a musculoskeletal assessment, is that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm just going to put this on your chest if that's okay. Great. And can you take a breath in and out? Good. Another side. Good. And in and out. Good. And in and out. And then we're just going to do the same for your back, okay? In and out. In. Again. In. And then one more time. Excellent. Thank you, Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thank you.